How you feel personally, and then speak on that.
I mean, okay, personally, I don't want to put it,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
What's up, everybody?
Thriller Thursday. We are back in the game
For another Thriller Thursday. What's up, folks?
What's going on?
IG, TikTok.
It's the Real Podcast Head. Bang, 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 baby. Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to one of our awesome shows. What episode we on now?
I think it's like 26.
26.
We on 26 now, ladies and gentlemen. 26.
Yes, indeed.
How y'all fellas going? Let's do a proper introduction. This is your boy, Jody, the one and only.
It's your boy, B. Glizzy.
And it's your boy, Bros, man. You know what it is.
Yeah. We missing one of our partners, Solo Swang, but you know what? We got him. He gonna hopefully come up with us, and we're gonna rock with him on this wonderful Thursday night. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you like us, please subscribe. Please do all the likes, everything that we need. Love us, donate, do whatever. Just pour into us. You know, we gonna rock with you just as much as you rocking with us, and we love it. We appreciate it too.
For sure.
We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, B. Glizzy?
Man, I can't call it. Can't call it. Nah, man.
Man, how you feeling, bros? What's going on?
I'm feeling good, man. It's been a long week, but I'm here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely been a long week, man.
Yeah. So what's going on, fellas? What's new on the game? We got any new music we working on?
Oh yeah, you know that.
Couple tunes.
Couple tunes, ladies and gentlemen. You know, please stay on the lookout. We're just gonna stay tuned. We're gonna bring you some new hot music. We in the making right now. We getting it all together, and once we bring that smoke and that fire, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love and appreciate it.
For sure.
You're gonna love and appreciate it. So let's move on.
Right on into it with the sports. Go ahead, bros.
Yeah, man. So we got. I mean, it's not too many other updates really right now in sports that I can cover. I mean, we still waiting on Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight. Supposed to be coming up here soon. I did hear that. So I think Wilder was supposed to be fighting Andy Ruiz in April or May, but then that got bumped back. Right now, it got bumped back because of who was it? Errol Spence and Keith Thurman supposed to be fighting.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they really gonna fight, because like, you know, again, I think I said last time, he's not fighting him for his belts. He's not fighting him at 147. He's fighting him at 154. And but he keeps saying that he don't want to fight Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Because he never gave him a chance before. But we're gonna see what happens.
No doubt.
I am waiting to see that Wilder and Andy Ruiz fight though.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
That jump gonna be good, man.
All right.
We got a couple playoff games this weekend too. You got the Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's gonna be a good one. We got some good ones.
Yeah.
We got some, and San Fran and Philly.
We got San Fran and Philly.
We got some good ones.
It's some good games this weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
So look, Talent Speak For Me said we got the scene change. Yes
sir.
We changed the scenes. We're gonna try to keep changing scenes. You know, we're gonna try to keep it fresh.
Give it a different look.
Table,
you know, we're gonna try to do some outside stuff, but you know, the weather, preventing the weather, we not, you know, ain't gonna be no cold nor anything shivering and freezing, but we are trying to do some scene changes, man. Keep it fresh. Keep y'all on y'all toes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let's get right into it, man. We're gonna get right into this mojo real quick.
All right, so
let's get in.
The first thing we got tonight is
thank you for everybody coming up, showing love.
Thank you for coming in.
Appreciate y'all, yo.
So this comes to us from People. I guess it's People Magazine. It says Keely Williams recalls hooking up with 3 members of B2K at once.
Now, who is Kylie Williams? Who is she?
Kylie Williams. She's a singer that was on 3LW.
No, okay.
Said, and she quoted, "Everybody has their hoe days." I think
that is a whole day.
I think my man, what's his name? God dag it, I can't think of his name. Ludacris said it.
Yeah,
said it well. Anywho, she says, "I'm grown. I can admit it," said the former 3LW Cheetah Girls member during a recent interview with Carlos King. Says Keely Williams is opening up about the intimate details of her girl group days. In an interview with TV host Carlos King, the former Cheetah Girls and 3LW member revealed she once hooked up with 3 members of the R&B pop boy band B2K. At the same time, during her time in the No More Baby I'ma Do It Right collective. After King, 43 asked Williams if she ever dated B2K member Ray B. The 36-year-old spectacular singer and actress responded, "Date is a loose word. I wouldn't give that definition. I think I said entanglement. With all of them except for Amari," referring to Amarion. Then goes on to say, Williams continued, "I'm grown. I can admit it. Everybody has their hoe days. Let them have them. We can look back on them days when we're older and be like, yeah, I was out there, thoughtin'. I got kids. I don't care." The host then clarified, "So wait, Keely, Fizz, J-Boog, Raz B at the same damn time?"
Yeah.
"Only one time," explained Williams. "That's totally a one-time thing. Look, everybody got to be young. Everybody got to make mistakes. Looking back on the entanglement," she continued, "they were cute back in the day." What y'all think about that?
Well, first we can acknowledge that is a whole day. You know what I'm saying? Three at once there. Yeah, that's a whole day, bro. Like, yo.
Yeah.
Of course they, I don't. Wow. But why now? Does that make sense? Like, why now? Like, what make you want to say that now? Not saying that, there's a time limit on anything, but what make you want to say that now? Like, I mean, I look at it like this, if you want to keep it in the past, keep it in the past. Like, if you don't want, I'm not saying you're supposed to be ashamed about it. No, I mean, if you want to talk, that's your right to talk about it.
Right.
However, like, why now? Like, because, I notice a lot of times these people that's in that business, they would throw something out there as soon as they trying to put a name out for themselves or something. They trying to, so they will have everybody. I mean, I look at it like this, if you want to keep it in the past, keep it in the past. Like, if you don't want, I'm not saying you're supposed to be ashamed. So what was that? That was a little repeat, wasn't it? Yeah. I was confused. I was like, who is that? Hey, what's going on, Eric? Because, how you feeling? But, yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I think it's like, if you're going to put it out there, because one thing for sure, she already knew she was going to get some backlash, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So why put it, like, why say all that? Did that make sense? And it says
she was
with Mario, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
Because she's irrelevant.
There it is.
There you go.
Exactly. So why, that's what I'm saying. Like, why you have to mention that? Like,
right.
what was the
you should have took that to the grave.
What was the point of mentioning that? Like,
she trying to get some click, you know what I'm saying? Some clickbait. Like you said, she's not relevant right now. So,
Yeah. It just don't make sense to me. But again, if all of this really happened and all of this is true, wow. I mean, but then it gets to, okay, it goes back. I think we talked about this some episodes ago. Then it goes back to, and it's men too. I'm not going to just put this on women. It's just men too, where we can sleep around and sleep around and sleep around. And then when we're ready, and then we say, oh God, bring me the best guy or the best woman that you could bring me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And I know we young, and sometimes we got to mature a little bit. And I'm not saying that, we but it's like, I wish it was more traditional. Not saying I wish. Let me stop. I'm about to lie. In that way, that was sloppy. That was messy, and it could have been messy.
Are you talking about her?
Yeah, her.
The event or her bringing up the event?
Her both. Okay. Both bringing up the, like, it could have been. It could have been messy. It could have got messy. You know what I mean? And I think like
it did
because
get
I
messy.
think
I think
Omarion
it might have been
Omarion.
messy.
Think about this too. Think about this. Yeah, think about this. Think about this with them too. Like, didn't Lil Fizz get with like Omarion's like ex baby mother or something? See what I'm saying?
He did do that.
And that's see that comes from them being sloppy already at younger days, and now look what happened. Because you didn't share it or whatever, and they knew, you know, as men we know, and you didn't did all this, but guess what? Mentally, it had programmed you to say, okay, this is okay. When with Omarion, it wasn't okay.
Right.
Yeah, that was
I wish he
foul.
would get with my baby mother.
that was foul.
I can't say this. I'll kill her. Look, I kill you. I burn the house down. I shoot the dog, and then I shoot myself.
Man, there's no way.
Yeah.
No way I could have did that.
But then you see, that you know that happens a lot in the industry though, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think I was watching some the other day and it was talking about just that being a norm in the industry and sleeping for. I mean, she was already part of a group, but you know they wasn't doing nothing. Yeah, I don't know if they was doing anything at the time. I guess they had.
No,
to.
they didn't. Go ahead.
On time. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. You know, women and men sleeping for doing stuff for music, if you know, trying to get on and stuff like that. Like, you know, I mean,
You
each
know,
his own. But
in that article, it also did state that she slept with Mario, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It said she slept with Mario too. So
oh
I mean,
man,
she
You
was
know,
just
let me ask. Let me ask everybody. Let me let's get Tyler Smith. We said thanks. Erica Zell said I missed what was said. I think I repeated it. If I didn't let me know. I repeat it again. And then Tyler Speaks from me said thanks. I was about to say this podcast for males specifically, the way they go on us. I got you. But listen, this is the question I want to like.
we ain't talking about you. We talking about the
Yeah,
thought.
we got like how. I kind of feel this is why I say I feel sorry for that celebrity atmosphere, because where is the true love? Everybody sleeps around with everybody so much. I know for me, I know I wouldn't want to be in the events or even see somebody on TV that you already been with, or because then you always comparing, then you always thinking. You get what I'm saying?
You got to think about it too. Like, how can you have a serious relationship? Because you constantly doing something.
Exactly.
Right.
So are you really being a thought? Now, I would say, yes, you being a thought when you got 3 dudes in the room smashing your cheeks. But, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, if you just out there, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing with multiple dudes like that, you know what I'm saying, then not really a thought. Because how can you? You know what I'm saying? You can't really put in the time into a relationship like that. So,
Right.
I mean.
And there you go. You're right. So how, and then when you said something totally true, you said time. So if she's with Raz B, if she's with, I don't know, Lil Fizz, and then how can you know what love really is? Because you're spreading it everywhere. So you don't know.
It's lust.
And it confuses
You're just
you.
lusting.
And
Right.
look, and then it would confuse you for the dude that you say you are in love with. It confuse you because you steady looking for what you got out of Raz B, what you got out of Mario, what you got out of Lil Fizz. You're just constantly looking for that in that one person. But nobody's perfect.
Right.
So you might not find all that in that one person, but you steady looking, and that's what happens in today's society with a lot of people. We sit, and men, women too. We all men too. Yeah. We play around, and then we try to find everybody and everything we had before into this one person that might not never come. So now we constantly comparing. We never be happy.
Exactly.
I don't think she was looking for love in that scenario.
No. I mean, she said she was young and she was having fun. So I mean,
yeah.
I mean, but like you said, you ain't got to put that joint out of People magazine though.
Yeah.
You could have kept that between you
to
and
be
them.
honest, she looks stupid.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, and then at the same time, there goes a double standard, right? Because. Right, for men it's like high five, right? In that situation,
like, yeah, I did
and
that.
you know, like,
yeah, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it is, but
you got kids. If you got kids, say if she got kids, you know what I'm saying? What if her kids really did?
She said she had kids.
Yeah, so why would you put it out there for your kids?
And
to
that's
see
what
that?
I'm saying. Why
you
got to
move different when you got kids?
Yeah,
man.
man.
Like,
someone don't be thinking about that though.
Yeah, they don't trip off that.
Because I mean,
for some reason.
It's like when the kids start going to school, they be like, "Oh, I read an article about your mom being a hoe. Your mom a hoe." You know what I'm saying? Then the kid got to deal with that type of stuff, and then we get into that bullying aspect again.
But see, you know what? They don't think about
Kim
it.
Kardashian.
Yeah, but you know she was in 3LW as a 14, 15 year old. So they don't have the the maturity and the mindset that we have as being out in this society. They don't have that mindset. It's on a different level. Well, not saying level, it's on a different realm of life.
True that.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, man.
yeah, good stuff, man.
No doubt. Let's see here. So what you want to run into next?
I don't know what we got next. Maybe a different song.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe, like, do all the stuff. If y'all like what y'all see, if y'all whatever y'all want us to talk about, please send it in. We got you all day, all day.
Yeah. All right, so what's
what's on
what you got, John?
On deck next.
You want to go into the officer joint?
Yeah, let's go into the officer joint.
All right. So this comes to us from looks like NBC or something like that. I don't know. Something news. It says 5 officers fired as sex scandal roils Tennessee Police Department. An investigation found the officers participated in girls gone wild type parties, heavy drinking, and having sex while on duty. 3 others were suspended without pay. It says the Tennessee Police Department was in turmoil Tuesday following allegations that at least 5 of its male officers had sex with a female officer both on and off the job. So far, 5 officers have been fired and 3 more have been suspended without pay as officials in the Nashville suburb of Laverne investigate the allegations against the 60-person police department. Mayor Jason Cole said, "This situation is unacceptable, and as soon as it was brought to our attention, it was immediately investigated, and action was taken upon the individuals involved." Cole said in a statement, "Our top priority moving forward will include rebuilding the public's trust." The accounts of Laverne police officers were in an internal report about the department's investigation obtained by NBC affiliate WSMV of Nashville. The officers spoke about sharing cell phone photos of their genitals, having sex in the police station on duty, and taking part in girls gone wild type parties. The actions of a few do not represent the department as a whole, Police Chief Burrell Chip Davis said. Davis said that despite the firings and suspensions, we have sufficient staff to cover all of our patrol shifts. He said counselors have been brought in to help our officers work through these circumstances. Megan Hall, the female officer at the center of the scandal, has been fired, city officials said. Also sacked were Sergeant Lewis Powell, Sergeant Henry Ty McGowan, Detective Seneca Shields, and Officer Juan Lugo Perez. Says,
so what you think, bro?
Well, the first thing I think is that's a country name if I ever heard one. I mean, his middle name is Chip. Chip. Nah, I think so I have, I got a real issue with not necessarily law enforcement, right? I have an issue with bad law enforcement, right? And the fact that laws apply to everyone else but not them, right? Law enforcement, city officials, governors, so on and so forth, right? So like they had to have proof of these situations that went on, right, in order for them to actually let these officers go, right? Because I don't think they would have fired them if there was no proof, right? So if there's enough proof for you to fire them, right, why isn't there enough proof for you to, I'm sure what they did had to have been some kind of offense, right? Like some kind of law was broken as a
it don't
police
sound
officer.
like it wasn't a law broken. It's saying, okay.
So
go ahead.
Before you go, I just want to give y'all another piece of information.
Yeah.
It says Hall also admitted having had sex with those officers and with McGowan. It says Shield told city investigators Hall performed oral sex on him in the police gym after initially having claimed, "I have never had sex with Megan Hall." It also says Powell also initially denied having had any sexual relationship with Hall. The report says he later admitted in the report that he too engaged in oral sex with Hall on duty in a police substation. So, I mean, they was getting it in. Powell confirmed that he and Hall met at Planet Fitness, the report says, and confirmed they discussed investigating. So they pretty much went and met up somewhere to discuss how they was going to lie about this situation.
And then he got some more top.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's gotta be a law.
Listen to this. It says
go ahead.
In addition to having sex with Hall, she also proposed doing things with him and his wife.
Lord Jesus.
It says concerns that about Hall's heavy drinking and mental health. And all that. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to unwrap.
That's
That's what I'm saying. Out of all that, bro, and you ain't even read through it all, bro.
No,
One of those things has to have been some kind of law breaking thing, right? It's as a police officer, right? Like they paying taxes for him to be in the gym and get some time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Damn crazy.
But you know what?
I'm on the stand up. Who is talking? Who are these niggas?
Yeah.
This ain't
went in there and just go ahead.
This ain't the only place that this happens at. This is probably police stations all over the daggone country.
Yeah,
not to mention you got the army, you got, you know what I'm saying, military cats.
All these,
you know they doing all this. But so my thing is this, right? Like, why they can sit up here and suspend these cats for doing something, and it's not harming anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They just having relations. But you know what I'm saying? We got murders.
Maybe they missed a call
by police officers. We got craziness going on around the world from police officers, and they don't even get suspended for that.
Man.
But you get suspended for
prosecuted. And that's my issue.
Y'all want to know what my issue is right now?
What's that?
That they keep talking.
They keep talking.
Just shut up.
Yeah, so we was at Planet Fitness. Like, why are you telling them all that?
Right.
Yeah. And she told me not to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Like, hey, look, I'd have been like, oh, I don't even know what y'all talking about. What y'all
It's crazy.
I got a whole wife at home. Like, what? No. First of all, I'm with you, B. I am 1,000% with you on with what you said. This is crazy, but I could have sworn, like, my only thing is I'm thinking this is what I'm maybe because they was on duty at the times or something. I don't know, because if they was at Planet Fitness, whatever they did after Planet Fitness, that's their business.
Yeah.
Who are you to say who I can be with once I'm off duty?
Right.
But then when you said the initial report, you said something about the news got a hold on something, or the news took hold. But then I'm like, so who telling them? Like, who initially went to somebody and said, hey, look, y'all got to go talk to this officer over here.
You know who said that? The Bama that wasn't getting none.
Yeah, and that's basically what it was.
This department is off the chain.
Always. The dude
he went and told everything.
The dude ain't get, because I'm sitting up here like, who, like, what? Like, who cares what he did once they at Planet Fitness? Like,
right.
And then why would you go tell them, oh, yeah, she said she would hook up with me and my wife? Like,
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know how they got all that information. Somebody was in there just singing like a jailbird.
Yeah. They didn't even ask you that. Why are you talking?
What is wrong? Like, what? Like
what's that?
It's almost like
said
you
I was
wanted to
ugly
get fired
and I
or
couldn't
something.
read good.
Yeah. It's almost like you wanted to get fired or something. Like, why would you go and just start talking all that? Like, who does that?
Crazy.
But then another thing is, man, like, I'm sorry if I know everybody else's. I just me. But if she rocking with everybody, as long as they off duty, I wouldn't care what. I'm gonna be honest with you. What they do is their business.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
They grown
if you
off duty. What they do is their business. Like, who are you to say I can't be with such and such and such and such on off duty? Like,
yeah,
right.
It's crazy.
I don't know, but whatever. Let us know what y'all think out there, Instagram.
Yeah. What y'all think about that situation?
Let us know, because that I don't see why. So the whole department was under investigation because they saying they was doing this on duty.
Yeah, I mean, in the gym, a man was getting topped off in the gym.
I mean, he get topped off in the gym as long as he off duty.
I mean, not. I mean, you got to look at it. That's like,
still property.
Yeah,
I know
that's government.
But
I mean, it's government property.
But who would tell you that? Like, why would? I'm tripping. Maybe is it me or am I?
I don't know. They had
IGT. Am I the only? I'm just saying, like,
Rose will be like, "Oh no, I'm good, Captain. I clocked out. I clocked out already, Captain."
Because I'm just curious. I'm like, I guess for me, I'm curious. Like, who
So what the captain coming in like, what are you doing?
Like,
I'm off the clock.
I'm off the clock, sir. I don't know what you want me to
Can't say nothing right now.
I am off duty. I don't know what. I mean, stupid. I mean, I'm off duty. What do you want me to say? Like,
it's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, so they think what? I mean, all law enforcement ain't doing anything? I don't know.
I mean, look, man, you hold a position, you're supposed to hold a certain standard, right? Yeah. And getting top in the gym while on duty ain't one of them.
No, I get that. Saying? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, okay, this society just kills me. Because it goes back to, okay, we could talk about the 3LW girl where she can do that and there's no backlash. Mm-hmm. We could talk about there's no back, and it's even from social media. It's really no backlash. If you're a guy, I know, I don't want to speak on nobody's name. There's celebrities who have slept with the whole world and no backlash.
Yeah, make sure you get them comments.
Oh yeah, I see it right there. Nothing. Like they actually still celebrate it. But then you telling me a cop that goes out and risks their life every single day? Every single day, they get fired from their job. I'm sorry if I'm risking my life every day. I'm sorry. I somebody better be doing something to me. I mean, I just risked my life. All right, let me go.
Coons got killed today. I'm gonna go and get the top piece.
Hey, look, talent speak for me said, they held the position all right. Yeah. No, I'm serious. I mean, that's like even in the military. I mean, y'all know. Come on now. The military, back in other countries, they be getting it in. I'm lost. Maybe I'm confused here. Maybe is it just me? Because
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Am I tripping?
No.
I'm not tripping. Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand. What? Well, okay.
I mean, no. I just had like I said, the taxpayers are paying money for you to be there and do some real stuff.
I mean,
protect and serve. People not get served.
People pay these celebrities too. They go to these shows and it's a people business.
Yeah, but it's a different situation though.
Yeah, maybe they had to
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, I agree with you. As long if it's on duty, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying even with the entertainers though, it's a different situation. They didn't take an oath to go and protect and serve, and then we paying for it.
What
right?
I'm saying is how we look at this. Like okay, so law enforcement not supposed to be regular human beings?
Yeah, just off the clock.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I agree with on duty, no.
Right.
But off the clock. I mean, they talking about, what did he say? They was at the gym.
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah. I don't care if they had a house party. It's so many movies you seen. Like, what do police are? And this is just movies. I know they fabric. I mean, I don't know how it go down for real, but they go to strip clubs and have a bunch of, or they go a private house and have a bunch of strippers coming in them, or a bunch of prostitutes, and they.
Yeah.
I mean,
they went there. They was the strippers, but they was the real police up in that jump.
Yeah. November Butterfly said treadmill and chill. Yeah. Like, I'm serious. I don't understand it, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. That's crazy. Some crazy stuff there.
They're gonna say, okay, you sound this oath. You're not allowed to have sexual relations with people in the gym. After you leave, you were supposed to go home.
Yeah, tell me where they say that. That's not in there.
Oh man,
crazy. So y'all want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah.
All right. Next topic is comes from Amy Christie on the news app. Says, husband on wife. She left me 3 times. She wants to work things out after the third man went away. Says, trusting your partner with your feelings and dedication and seeing all that getting left to one side as they keep looking around and trying to be happy with other people can seriously affect a marriage. In most cases, such behavior will end a relationship, but there are partners who will forgive an affair as long as the spouse repents and does their very best for the marriage. Where is the limit to forgiveness, though? Is it after it happens once or twice? Can 3 times be okay in the right circumstances? Or is it trust gone and can't be recovered? My friend Matt has been married to his wife Ellen for 8 years. Their marriage was never peaceful and they argued a lot. Even before tying the knot, he took it as a sign that they wouldn't get bored. Getting bored though. I didn't think arguing was annoying. It wasn't about major things. It made things more interesting. Ellen was the one I wanted to spend my life with, and a bit of competition isn't that bad after all. As it turns out, the arguments didn't get fewer as they got to know each other better. Instead, they progressed from once or twice a week to daily disagreements, which sometimes turned into his wife moving out for a day or two and then coming back feeling sorry for what she'd done. I put it down as something she needed, space to clear her feelings before she could come back. I didn't realize something else could be going on until she started going away for more nights at a time. If the arguments could have justified Ellen staying away for a day or two when she started taking little trips, Matt began wondering if his wife actually cared about him or just came back out of habit. At one point, she was home merely 2 days before telling me she'd been gone 10 days, and she kept doing that until I confronted her. We'd been married for 3 years back then, and she said she had met someone else and wanted to see if they could be happier than we were. I didn't even know what to say. She was gone in a few seconds. I'm not going to keep on continuing to read this article.
Yeah. We get the logistics.
Now, this wasn't just one time.
Yeah, it was three times.
This was 3 times. What are y'all thoughts?
I don't get the 3 times though, man. Like he must have been lonely or something, and just 3 times. Like what was the time span like? Because that's too many. Like you took her back 3 times.
I think. Go ahead, B.
No. Go ahead.
I think it started off wrong from the get-go.
My thoughts exactly.
It just started off wrong from the get-go. If we're arguing, now let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. When people say we're compatible, that is not true. When people say they're compatible, you're not compatible. I like something different than she likes. She likes something different than I like. We're not compatible. Right. I like to watch football. You don't. You like to cook. I don't. You like to clean. I don't. We're not compatible. However, I love you enough that I can submit to you just as much as you can submit to me. That means that for me to saying that means even when we are in disagreement, I don't need to beat on my chest. I tell this to my girl all the time. I don't need to beat on my chest if I'm in love with you. There is no beating on my chest. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. Thus, you don't have to prove anything to anybody as well. So if we start out an argument and disagreement where you are leaving, that is a sign of we're not together. Yeah. Because there's no way that we're married and you leave the house. No way that should happen. So you started it wrong from the get-go.
Oh yeah.
Which when you let her leave, you stated right there that you left the door open for somebody else to creep in on her feelings. Now, not giving a pass to her, I'm talking about both of them. Because he should have not allowed that from the beginning. From the get-go. You shouldn't have never allowed that. Yeah. And that's my take on that. I got more, but I'm gonna pass it to you.
I mean, I think how you thought, man. I mean, they started it off wrong. Like if you going into your relationship and you arguing off rip, how's that gonna last? Like you said, if she left, how you gonna leave? Now I get it. You leave, you get time to break. Maybe a couple of hours, maybe a day, but you going for 2-3 days. I mean, she was gone sometimes up to like a week. Nah, that ain't. If we married, that's not happening. Like we not leaving the house like that.
And the piggyback. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. The piggyback on what you said as well. I mean, I think the signs be there, but we choose to ignore them sometimes because we want to feel that love, and that's what happens sometimes. Because this is just me. Like I feel like there are signs that you see things like that. Because I remember. We had this talk a long time ago. I think we was talking where I was like, man, if you're looking at things online, like people online, other people online, if I'm a man and I'm looking at women online or you're a woman and you're looking at other men online, if you're constantly doing that, you're constantly comparing. Like something is missing out of your relationship and then you're going to start to compare. You're going to start to feel, you're going to start to say, I want this out of this. It's all just a smoke screen. Yeah. You always think the grass is green on the other side. And that's why it's been 3 times because matter of fact, she don't know who she is. Because anytime you could leave 3 times and still come back because you are comfortable, he have made you that comfortable. You really don't know what you want and who you are.
Yeah.
As
You
a
can say
person.
the same thing for him too, for taking her back 3 times.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Exactly. Let me get these comments.
Yeah.
Talent speaks for me. November Butterfly said, "Hey Toy too." Talent speak for me said that's 2 times too many. November Butterfly said, "Right." Talent speak said, "If you're gone for a day, you can stay." No sir. Yeah, and I agree. There's no way. There's no way.
I like that one.
Yeah.
There's no way because there's no way you leave and then you gone for the whole day. What?
Right.
Where they do that at?
Yeah.
I wish my woman would be. Well, y'all know I'm about to. I kill you. I kill the dog. I kill the kids. I burn the house down and I shoot myself.
I mean, go ahead, bros. What's your thoughts on this, man?
I mean, like I said, man, that's just 3 times, man. That's I just don't get it, man. I really don't. Like, the one thing I did want to like comment on too. Like, I think like there are other things. I think men and women are compatible, right? Like, there's other things that makes you like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like the same movies, the genre of movies. Y'all like to listen to the same music. You like the same foods. You like to go to the same places, bars or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But in this situation, man, I don't know. It's just strange, man, that he would take her back 3 times. I don't know. I can't get
That's
past
love.
that. That's just too many times. Is it though?
So
Do you think so?
It gotta be. That's the only
It could
thing
be
I can
loneliness.
understand.
oh, she got
It
that
could-
good
Because
good.
he
I mean,
didn't move.
but-
He didn't move on at any point
No.
Let me
in them
get
3
this.
times.
3 times.
Ashley O'Brien Taylor said, "Allow behavior is continued behavior." November Butler said, "Facts, Ashley. Hey, girl." And then Ashley O'Brien said, "Hey, Jackie." I like how the way y'all come. Y'all need to comment on this. Y'all need to give us some.
I know.
information
Come
and
up
stuff.
on this live.
Yeah, y'all need to come up and let us know what's good. But I mean, it got to be in. I need to see this dude.
He gotta
I
be
mean, I
lonely,
gotta
bro.
be-
I don't need to see
I
him.
don't
'cause
think
you-
it's loneliness. I can't say it's. I wouldn't.
What was he doing in between the other 2 times before he took it back the 3rd time? Like, you know what I'm
But
saying?
it got to be something bigger than loneliness, though. I'm just saying it has to be
Something
something bigger
ain't right.
than loneliness. Yeah,
Fatal
it just-
attraction? What?
I mean,
It's
I
3
couldn't
times.
even think about that. Like, my mind would be racing like time to time. I'd be like,
Yeah, what?
she went out here and got her cheeks roasted by some dude.
Three
some
times.
dude.
3 times.
And then she come back home.
And then tell you, I want to see if it works with him before.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's not happening.
Maybe she stroked his ego every time he came out. You want to come back home to Big Daddy? yo.
I don't know, but that's what I'm
He
saying.
didn't like that over there. You know?
That just can't be loneliness. It's something else.
It's something else.
That
man.
cannot just be loneliness. I mean, it could be a part of it, but I'm saying that like can't just be it. Like,
Yeah.
it can't just be loneliness. No way.
I couldn't. I don't know. Man.
I can't come up with any other like excuse as to. I mean, you say love.
Oh, no,
True.
yeah.
It said
go
said
ahead.
apparently Ellen didn't find what she wanted at that time. So after 3 months, now she went and was with another dude for 3 months, came back and said, "I'm sorry."
and that was it.
I kill everybody up in this. Everybody.
Don't worry about it,
Matter
baby.
of fact,
Come
she
on
wouldn't
in.
even be coming back.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me get to these.
Like,
comments.
She said she also wants, it says, this is the 3rd time. Ellen has made plenty of promises during the past few days, but her husband is feeling very uncertain about their future. She also wants to start a family together, but Matt is worried about how their kids will react if she behaves the same way in the future.
I'm glad he have kids with because that's manipulation.
If he had kids with this woman,
that's manipulation.
that
He
would,
must be taking care of her.
gotta be.
That sound excuse me. That sound like somebody was getting taken care of, and she just wanted her cake and eat it too.
Yeah,
She wanted her cake and
he
eat
was
it
just
too.
like, just go, just do what
Yeah.
you want to do.
Yeah, you
I'll
want
be
the
here
cake?
waiting.
Yeah, I want my cake and eat too. Baby, I don't know what I was thinking. Anywho,
Yeah.
all right. Talent speak for me. Said, well, how good is it if everyone got it? Exactly.
true.
Miss Lala said, laughing my A off. And then she said, I was thinking she must be beautiful, and he thinks he can't get better because it's giving low self-esteem. Yes.
Yeah.
And then Talent Speaker said she would have had to say, I'm sorry with her mouth full after 3 months. Show me how sorry you are. Yeah, exactly. How sorry you are, huh? Tell me. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
I don't know. I don't even know how to respond no more about that article.
What in the world
crazy.
is going on in this world today? Is that?
Oh man, wait till you hear this other one.
Three times she done left him. I think it's 3 strikes and you out, right? If you giving somebody 3 strikes.
You ain't getting no
And they married, correct?
Yes, they were married.
Okay. The covenant is broken like after the first time. It's done.
Man, you gonna get one in a possible
It's
with
done.
me.
One in a possible.
You ain't gonna get no 3, bro.
We playing spades out this joint.
Okay,
Yeah.
so wait a minute. One in a pot. So, well, let me ask y'all fellas this. Since
But
we
not
on this,
in that situation.
I got you.
Not
but
leave for
I
3
hear
months. You know
I
what I'm
hear
saying?
you.
Like if it was
I
just
hear
like
you.
a we gonna split up type of
what,
thing. You know what I'm
what-
saying?
To a man, and we are men here, we married men. What is considered cheating? Is it not? Listen, what I'm saying. Look, he hit the Denzel joint.
All right.
Mine, no.
All right. Okay.
Okay. What is considered cheating? Are we talking about, because men, our aspect on cheating can be different.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about, let's say, is she lusting after another guy, but nothing physically have happened? Something small have happened where they went out, or something like what? Like what is your aspect? What is that borderline to y'all? What is that borderline of like, hold up now, like this is, to me, this is cheating.
I don't know, man. all of that. I mean, because you can't really cheating in the literal sense, right? But like,
Because to
in
us,
the
it is
theoretical
different.
sense,
Yes,
like
exactly.
you know what I'm saying, like
to a man, it could look differently.
yeah. For me, all of it, man. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro.
It looks differently, right?
I mean,
like,
it's to entertain or anything. You know what I'm saying? That can be called cheating.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think there's like a starting point, or there's like a point where it's like, okay, well, that's okay.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when you find out, like, where's that line? That line is crossed where you say, because some people could say, well, that's totally, like, what's wrong with that? I'll give you a prime example. Me and my baby was talking about this, like, pictures. Like, let's say if I post a picture of myself, and that means to some people, that could mean you want that attention, right? But you have the door open to receive that attention. So that can be also a look at of like, wait a minute, you're waiting for something better to come to you.
Right.
Can I get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hear
So
you,
people, that's why I said some people lens is a little different on when it comes to, okay. And then that's when the insecurity set in. That's when all that other stuff set in. But that's when sometimes the trust barrier get to coming up and everything like that. So how would y'all look at that? Like, let's say if your wife was to put a photo out there, but she'd say, oh, this is so innocent. It's just me. But what they have on is like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be some limits to that.
And that's
now.
what I'm saying.
You can't
Like,
can't be on the page.
That's what I'm
just
saying.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
With the boy shorts on.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm
With
saying.
your cheeks hanging out from the bottom, like Solo would say, your yams.
Yeah. So where will we cross the line? Where will not cross it? Where will we get to that line where we like, wait a minute, like this is about to cross that line of respect of our marriage here.
I think that's it right there, man. Anything that could cross the line of disrespect is you know what I'm saying? That is the line. You know what I'm saying? So like for instance, wifey, you know what I'm saying, she told me, dudes be hitting her up on social media, and then I said, okay, and what you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you hit that delete, all right, cool, we good there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anything that crosses that line of disrespect, and you know what that line is, right? Because you put yourself in that person's shoes, like let's say hypothetically she hit the accept button. Oh yeah, we can be friends, right? Like, you wouldn't be cool with me doing that, right? That would be disrespectful to our marriage, to the love that we have. So like,
Yeah. I mean, I think it comes down to, like we always say, communication. So, you know what I'm saying? You get with your significant other and you say, hey, babe, I kind of wanted to post this picture. What do you think? Is this something, that would, upset you? Because if it is, then I'm not going to put it up. But, you know what I'm saying? If you think it's cool and I think it's cool, then we'll rock with it. You know what I'm saying? So
But I would challenge you and say, what would be the purpose of posting that picture? What are you trying to get out of that picture?
So, you know,
Give me an example of a picture.
Yeah. Give me a challenge.
A picture
I
that
am
you
challenging you to ask, why are we trying to post this picture?
So it did, like I said, we had a discussion on what kind of picture it is. I didn't say get up there with your shirt off and your pecs showing and your glutes and all this other stuff. I'm talking about you get up there, you got a nice picture, you looking nice, you got on your dress or something, you know what I'm saying, or you got on your suit and tie, you looking fresh. You know what I'm saying? You put something like
freedom
this.
dress, or is this the Easter Sunday dress?
You can have a freakum dress on as long as it ain't too exposing. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't showing all you know what I'm saying, everything, then you know what I'm saying, it's not a problem. So I mean, you know, because some people want that affirmation from society too. You know what I'm saying? Like you want some people want that.
See, look, go ahead. Go ahead.
You go, because I think we thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Bro.
That's society affirmation. You hit that word right there. Affirmations from society.
There it is.
But you really don't need that.
No, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's
Some people do want that though.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem, man. Like I think, and that's what happens. It's like, okay, when you start to get too much affirmation, like, where are we going with this? Like,
all the likes on the
I got a
picture.
comment. So Cannibal Street said, I don't think there's a definitive line. I think lines are set by the people in the relationship.
True.
Which is, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know,
because some people
communication.
don't care. Like, I mean, not saying don't care. Some people understand, or they're in it, or whatever it may be, and some people not.
Yeah.
But I know me, I'm sorry. Like, I mean, me and my baby, we had this discussion all the time. And it's like, you know, when it comes to posting stuff, and when you said that affirmation, it's like, I be like, so why do we need affirmation then? Like, mine is not good enough, or what I'm telling you is not good enough. Why do you, the thing about it like this, why do you care about what
people think
there it is?
Yeah.
Why do you care about that? Like, you're looking for something that I'm not giving, or you're looking for something that I'm not saying.
Right.
I read this through TD Jakes, and he said, sometimes when people start looking for all that outside in the world, they don't know who they are. So then when you go to her or him, you don't know what to offer. Like, I don't know what to offer you, because you don't know what you're offering. You don't know what you really want.
Yeah.
So if I come and say what you want to eat, you don't know. What you want to do, you don't know. And then it's almost like, if you're not authentic, if you're not being authentic, then why am I marrying you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Why
man.
am I? You're not authentic.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to be a loving person to you. So anyway, let me go with it. Talent People said, leave something to the imagination. She also said, or how about those short shorts the men wear with the thick veins showing thighs? I'm out them away, sir. But, I mean,
Some of the workout shorts.
yeah, like, you know, how people, dudes be wearing. You know, back in the day, that was like, no. That was almost like on the lines of like a homosexuality type thing. In the
That's how it used to be.
And then now you see them wearing that all the time, man.
I can't have my shorts above my knees.
You better have them back in the day. Them Allen Iverson just.
Yeah.
Them Wilt Chamberlains, them shorts.
They Talent People said that's deep, and then November them hoochie daddy shorts.
Yeah.
Do y'all really like that?
Yeah, that's
like,
what Don
do they
Bebe
like them?
said, hoochie daddy shorts.
Do they like them shorts? Like,
Hey, well, look. Women do, they like some of them, like men, like they like to see men's in them.
It's funny you say that, because it's a TikTok joint where a dude goes up to a random girl in the park or wherever, and he got these tight Adidas pants on, and he put like a joint in there to make it look like his meat, right? And the camera's watching him, and the girl's just like looking at his meat. So, you know, I don't know.
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
But see, that's what I'm saying. And like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I just look at things a little differently, man.
So would you be mad if you see your wife looking at another dude?
Hell yeah.
Is that the line?
Yeah,
Is that
cheating? Is that cheating?
Goddamn right it is. Damn right. What the hell you looking at him? Like, what the hell is I'm not good enough now. Like, that's not a big old argument. So so I'm not big enough. I'm not satisfied enough. You gotta look at somebody else. I mean, because remember, women say when we look at if we look at porn is bad or is cheating, they say that.
So I mean, but you got to role reverse, right? Is it wrong for a man to look at, you know what I'm saying, you with your lady and you look at another woman's breasts, or you look at another woman's butt? Like, is that considered cheating?
Wow, that's a great question. I wouldn't say cheating. I think disrespectful more than cheating.
Yeah,
If you're looking at-
Is it
more
disrespectful? You'd be like, baby, that girl got a big old butt.
No, hold on. Now, to that point, to Cannibal Street's point earlier, the lines are set right in your relationship.
Cannibal
right?
Street said we all looking.
Because some people's relationships, they cool with that, right? They look, you know what I'm saying, where the man and the woman, like the woman, you know, they'll bring somebody in a relationship, or you have an open relationship and stuff like that. Like, everybody's relationship is different.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what?
Be stupid. Say it, B.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Not saying that.
So say that again, bro. Say that again, bro.
Oh man, everybody got different lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I would say we all look. Okay. Let's just put it out. But it's not like an intentional thing. I can't. It's like, baby, I'm not trying to be malicious here, but it's hard because, like, when you grow up, it's hard when you're in an environment and societies. It's like, even when you don't look, it's like you still in the peripheral. It's like you just, like, it's like
Stupid, bro.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I try my hardest not to disrespect my baby like that. Because you know,
Right.
mine is my baby fine. So I'd be like, I don't need to I'm not gonna disrespect you, not when we're together. Yeah. You heard when I say when we're together, I'm not gonna disrespect you.
You stupid.
No doubt.
When we are together, I am not disrespecting you.
The day that I get you is over.
Oh man, let me read some of these comments. Townsville said, carry his ass over the threshold, toss in the bed, like, bring that ass here. Wow. And she say, nah, if my man look at another butt, I 9 times out of 10 seen it first. That's true. Yeah. A lot of women do. They be like, oh, I already know you about to look. Mm-hmm. November
So
Butterfly said, she said, let's not act like we don't all look. That's true. Townsville said, that part I'm looking. And then when we're together, and when we're not, we're not. I mean, they're gonna look.
So is that a pass?
Women looking.
Is that a pass?
Is that considered cheating?
Women. Well,
right? That,
and then how hard
there's
you
a different
looking.
line.
How hard are we looking here? Like,
Right.
are we gawking?
Yeah.
See, that's when the lines of disrespect come into play. Is when you start gawking and everything. Like, you really you get daydreamed in the jump. Like, because to me, you fantasize. You starting to fantasize.
Yeah.
Then I'm at to burn the whole house down.
You want to leave the house for a day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, shoot, fellas. Let's get you. I want to get into this next wild topic.
I got another wild one.
It's been
too.
wild, man. Give me the wild, bro. So let's see. It's been a wild Thursday. Like, we need to call this Wild Thursday. So,
Yeah.
this is wild. We got
You want to get you want to run with one first, or you want
No,
to?
I run with the other one. This one after you run through that one.
Okay. All right. So this next article is from the Refinery 29 by Megan Wallace. It reads, I've never dated straight men, but I'm ready to try. The article proceeds to say, when my long-term lesbian relationship came to an end in 2022, one of the first things I did was re-download Hinge and change my settings to include men, disrupting the algorithm which had mostly seen me swiping through women and non-binary people throughout the years. The app threw a whole mix of boys my way. For someone whose last experience of dating men involved trying to set up a throuple date with 2 bi guys in a long-term open relationship, it was a bit of a culture shock. So many messages, so many well-meaning straight boys whose approach to relationships is so different from my own. Excuse me. Now, despite resuming my search on and off over a months-long process of trial and error, I've only swiped right on a measly 2 male contenders. And while I haven't quite mustered the enthusiasm to meet up with them, I have seriously considered it. This is a major development for me and goes against many years of brushing off my occasional attraction to straight men. Often on the grounds that I don't want a dynamic that feels even slightly like stereotypical heterosexuality. With time, I'm realizing my old attitudes and more than likely a result of my own internalized biphobia, A fear that if I engage with cis-het men on any level, it invalidates my queer identity. Ultimately, this type of thinking isn't productive and leads to tarnishing all cis-het men with the same brush. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that heterosexuality in its most mainstream format isn't just about who you're dating. It's a lifestyle. Weirdly, my most recent failed queer relationship taught me this. I had felt stuck, resentful, and bursting with unmet needs. And I realized that my complaints were often the exact same as those. I had heard from straight women in dissatisfying long-term relationships. It was affirming, actually. It was the first time in a life filled with queer dating and poly sagas that my struggles with a partner could be listened to and understood by people outside niche queer circles.
So that's a little different, right? Because like on one end, like I want to know. So they're going in the opposite direction, right? And I also want to know, like, has anyone ever, that's on the straight side ever had done the same thing but in that direction? You understand what I'm saying?
So you're talking about any gay man?
If
If a gay man was with a gay man and then say I wanted to do a woman?
No, that's that situation. No, straight man then went with a a gay woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Hold up, say I'm trying to get. I'm following. I know she's saying
she's gay.
She's a lesbian. She's been a lesbian for so many years, but now that didn't work. So she's thinking about she's trying to go with men.
It worked. It's working, but she's not satisfied.
Right, and she has these feelings in it, but in this situation, she's to me sounds like she's holding on or trying to hold on to this lifestyle, right, of being gay. Right. And feeling some type of way about herself for wanting to date a straight man. Right. Like, so the first one, she's dating a woman. Then when she's looking at other men, the other men initially she was looking at were also gay. You know what I'm saying? So, but either way you look at it, it's still, whether that man is gay, he's still a man.
So she's saying she wasn't satisfied, but she wanted to still stick with her homosexuality,
right,
whatever behavior that she said, okay, I'll be with a gay man to see if that can please me. But since that ain't working, she said, okay, maybe I need to try a straight man.
Yeah, that at least that was the sequence.
Because that was a lot. That was a lot. That was going on. Yeah.
Right.
That's a whole bunch of confusion. I'm with.
That's what I told you.
So look,
I'm still confused about this article.
November Butterfly said next, because that was a lot of confusion right there. She said, like, wait a minute, so it sounds like you're confused.
Yeah.
Like what? It's because you're not satisfied. Now you want to. Who you're blaming here? I don't know what you want.
That sounded like a good topic at first, but now it's like this is a bit.
Wait a minute, like, hold up. So you was with women, and you wasn't pleased. So you was like, okay, I want to stay with the the community, but so I'm gonna do a gay man.
So I didn't. So basically, pleased, she can say I didn't step out of the community.
Yeah,
right.
So you can
That's
say
what I'm saying. She's trying to hold on to that.
I don't want you. I don't want to lose y'all as a community, but I do want a straight man.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, she
which at the end of the day means that you're not really gay, right? You're, you know what I'm saying? You're bi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not even bi, because you're not getting pleased. So why are you could say they're friends. Why don't you just be friends and then say I just want to? That. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have to see. I don't want to say what I really want to say, because I'm like, look, something messed up about this. Hold up now, like what is going on?
I don't know.
All right,
like
next.
Yeah,
Rose, what you got? What you got?
On to more weird topics. So this next one is a couple found out they were brother and sister.
Oh my God!
That's not the kicker, but they decided not to get a divorce.
Why not? I mean, we already married.
That is disgusting.
Go ahead. You already did it.
Oh my
That
God.
is disgusting.
You already did it.
No. Not having knowledge of it.
But you
Not having knowledge of it is one thing. Having knowledge and continuing to do it is another.
Talents people said, right, that's my point. And then November Butterfly said, I heard about this topic. Well, chime in, November Butterfly. See what it. So read it. Read.
Hold
read
on.
It, read
Yes,
it.
please.
Yeah,
please
read
it.
All right, let's go. Let's run through it. All right. So there's a lovely couple in my village. That's a key right there. Villages, they had a good marriage and had been married for some time. They had 6 children and were living a pretty
6?
Yeah.
Ho. They got 6 kids?
That's what it say.
Keep going. Just keep going.
They had 6 children and were living a pretty normal life. They came from different villages. What village is this? When they first met, they felt drawn to each other and eventually fell in love, got married, and began the business of raising their family. Both parties grew up with their mothers, but their fathers were not present in their lives. As time passed, their children were growing up, and one day there was a word that the wife's father was coming down to visit. Since the wife had not seen her father since she was a young girl,
I'm calling BS. Keep reading.
there were some misgivings. She was, however, very hopeful that perhaps her children would have the love of a grandfather. So they went about preparing for this much anticipated visit. The day arrived and the stranger who she had met briefly during her childhood showed up at the doorstep. After the regular greetings, the father and grandfather settled down to a home-cooked meal and some after-dinner conversation. During the conversation, he wanted to get to know his son-in-law and began asking the usual inquisitive questions. Imagine his surprise when it came to light that he knew the man's mother. After further investigation, to his shock and horror, he realized that this was his son. And it's not a little bit. This man was the father of both the husband and the wife. After the shock wore off, there remained the elephant in the living room. Will the couple now get a divorce? The couple decided to stay together as they had children and a loving relationship. What good would it do them to become separated after all the years they spent together?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I agree.
Cannibal Street said 6 kids. Ain't nothing you can do about it now. Call me Uncle Daddy.
Yeah. 6 kids. Ain't nothing you what? There's nothing you can do. Y'all already, even if they didn't have kids.
What would you do?
You already did the do. You already did.
Look, man.
A Klondike.
So how you gonna have a sister and brother relationship after y'all did everything already?
Man, we ain't having no relationship.
You think,
Don't talk
really?
to me.
Really?
Look.
What you gonna say?
Look,
Y'all
we are
brother and
brother. We
sister.
are brother and sister. That's
And
what I'm
now,
gonna say.
and y'all married. Now you already did the do. You already what?
You know,
what you
well, the
gonna-
marriage ain't even. No, bro. I couldn't
What
do
you
it,
gonna
bro.
do?
I couldn't do it, man.
I'm dumbfounded right now.
We got some crazy top. But what are you gonna
Look.
do?
For me, I couldn't do it, man.
Why? You already did it.
Look,
What
that's
you
some
mean
deep
you
thought.
couldn't do it.
This
That's
man
some
said,
already did it.
he said after talking to him and figuring out who his mama was, he found out that was his son.
Yeah.
You didn't hold on. First off, y'all in the same village. Your mama didn't know that he was doing what he was doing, or she never seen the other. Like,
Look, man.
Hey, sometimes it's like that, man.
Don
Yeah,
Bebe
son.
said everybody involved needs therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Towns people say out of 6 kids with your brother, none of them kids have issues, and that's what I was about to say.
Right.
None of them got like mental issues or anything like that. I don't know. I mean,
What would you? So you gonna stay in it after 6?
hell yeah! Like what the after 6 kids? What you gonna say? All right, baby.
Look, I come
I
get
get-
him on the first and the no,
I guess she gonna be.
first and the 15th. Nah.
6 kids. Like you got.
I ain't get my nephew this weekend.
Exactly. Your Honor, in my defense, them are not my kids. I'm
Right.
claiming them as my nephews.
Dang.
You gonna say
Oh
what
my
child
God.
support? Your Honor, in my defense, them are not my kids. Them are my nephews.
6 kids. They was getting it in.
But still, and that's what I'm saying. Like even you
I
take
guess they
away
got
the
their
kids.
sex drive from their
You
father.
take away the kids. I mean, even if you take away the kids, I mean, why are you going anywhere? You still gonna live in the same village?
I don't know, man. That's crazy. I mean, that's weird.
That's a look. When I saw Village, bro, I already looked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
that
still gonna be the
explains
same
everything.
village.
No.
It's the same. It's gonna still be in the same spot. Like what? I don't know.
What about you,
Anyway.
B? You staying in there? You
I
riding
mean,
it out?
I think you. Ah, man.
6
See,
kids?
look,
But you not gonna ride it out after 6 kids?
what they got to do with it?
Yeah, the kids ain't got nothing to
You
do
gonna
with
see
it.
the kids
If
anyway?
You in love, right? You in love?
Huh?
Yeah.
Not no more.
Are you in love?
Not no more.
You can't say not no more.
No.
That ain't no way.
You got 6 kids by your sister.
6 kids
Look.
and a marriage, and you gonna say no? We ain't
Not
in love.
no
I ain't
more.
in love no more.
Nope.
You saw the dude that took his wife back after 3 times.
Nah,
my
man,
God.
I couldn't
No.
do that, bro.
I don't think, for real, I don't think it would matter.
I'm going to
at
bathroom
that
immediately
moment-
throwing up.
At that moment, I wouldn't. At that moment, I was already, I'd just be like, all right, oh well. God dang it. You know how many people find out at the end of the day they cut? Well, I know it ain't the same as being sister and brother. I get that.
Yeah, that's real close.
Yeah, that is close. But still, I mean, y'all already did the do.
I mean, that's true.
So what you going?
Don't mean you got to keep doing it.
So all right. We talking about a village, right? So let's say they have a function, and you come in there, you ain't had nothing about. It's been some time since you had, so you like, well, you know what, baby? Maybe I was overreacting.
No.
That's crazy.
You'll
Man.
be like,
Go holler at Miss Parker.
I think I was a little tripping when I decided to leave you. I'm coming back. Man. I don't think it would matter.
Yeah, so you just on that one.
That just mean I
matters
don't
to
think
me,
it matters.
buddy.
You're just gonna leave her high and dry.
Look, we'll have a
6 kids.
conversation. No,
So let me get this straight. You're gonna leave her high and dry with 6 kids.
it's not high and dry.
Then, all right. And then she gonna go to court, take it for everything you got, plus alimony, plus all this, and you gonna sit there and just take it, huh?
They might not have a court in this village. We don't know.
Yeah,
what
you're
this
right.
village is.
It's a village. It's a village. But still.
I don't know,
Still.
fellas.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I don't know what you got on.
Oh man. Well, let me ask a question then. Since do we feel like
What is that?
what's up?
Go ahead. Now I see
Do we
another
feel
one.
like
Incest.
when we talk about marriage, right? We talk about these. Every topic has been about marriage, right? And every topic has been about just difficulties. Do we think in a marriage it more benefits the woman than the man? So then why would the man? And then I would ask the question of why would the man want to get married?
Hold on. Say that one more time.
So it's like a 2-part question. So we talk about a lot of different situations with marriages, right? Mm-hmm. Would we say, well, not would we, I'm asking. So would you say marriage benefits the woman more than it benefits the man? Because I would, and the reason why I say that, because when you look at a lot of celebrities and you like when it comes to divorces and stuff like that, it's always the man has to pay child support, alimony, this, that. So then the question would arise, then what's the point of a man even getting married?
Right. I mean, so you could look at it 2 ways, right? Like, at least these are 2 ways that I'm looking at it. One way is like, why are you getting married in the first place, right? Are y'all, you know what I'm saying? Are y'all on the same common ground of like y'all want each other, right? Like, cause you don't go into marriage thinking we about to get divorced. You know what I'm saying? You go into it, this is who I want to be with. We gonna have kids and this is gonna last forever. You know what I'm saying? But then when you hit that situation of divorce, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I agree with you though that marriage does benefit the woman more in that situation. But if there is no divorce, then I think it benefits both parties, right? Because y'all in it for the same thing. Y'all,
But how
if
would you know?
if y'all happy in your marriage,
You don't know. You don't know if like, oh, is she going? Because like even if she the one that stepped out, it's always seemed like she still gets to keep the kids. She still get the child support. She still get the alimony. She gets still benefits.
Well,
so
she
I
cheated,
would
she
say
alimony.
I would say, well, not that, but I would still ask. Okay, so what is the benefit of the man?
right?
What is the benefit of the husband? And then why are we putting so much emphasis on the marriage if it do not even benefit the man?
I guess it depends on. It could depend on your background,
You know what
upbringing
I'm
too,
saying?
right? You know what I'm saying? Marriage, biblically, that's what that's one of the steps that you should take, to be pleasing in the eyes of God. You know what I'm saying? So You know, but again, you don't go into marriages thinking, "Oh, I'm about to freaking get a divorce after 5 years."
I mean, I agree
but
with
I understand what you're saying. Why that could be a what do you call it? A deterrent for people for men not to get married. Yeah. You know,
because and then would it be wrong to ask for a prenup? Like, would it be wrong? Like, would it be wrong for a man to say, "Look, I love you. I do want to marry. I mean, if you want to be married, you know, I do want to marry you. However, let's do this paperwork so that if anything such happens, clean slate, both of us."
Again, that's a line.
Bro, like again, like this
everybody has their lines. Some women are cool with prenups.
I'm getting married. Just let everybody know I'm getting married. It's just that I'm just asking that question.
I'm gonna jump off your question and ask the question to back. How long you think it should be before you ask your significant other into marriage? Like, how long should you be dating before you marry somebody?
I don't know if there's really a time limit, man. I mean, I think you can definitely probably put like a minimum on it. You know what I'm saying? Like
go ahead.
You know, I think y'all should date for at least a year and a half before you know what I'm saying? Before you, I'm saying, because a lot of things, like the first 6 months is honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, everything is cool. You know.
But within those first 6 months, are you in the same household?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, probably not. I mean, some people are, right? I believe there are probably some situations, but in most situations, you probably not taking that step of like being together until like at least after a year. And you know what I'm saying? To do something. Sometimes even more than that, because some people, you know, but I don't know. I say at least a year and a half, and you have to be together for at least 6 months before, you know, so you can get to know that person, man. You know,
right?
But what you think?
What you think, Joe?
Okay. I got a couple aspects on this. I think it depends on how long you've known the person. Because I think being friends first is important. Like I could say, I could speak for myself, and then I could speak in a general aspect. I'm gonna speak in the general aspect first. In the general aspect, I would say, you don't know that person within the first 6 months. If you don't live with them, you don't know. I don't care what nobody say. They can say, "Oh, well, they the one." This. If you don't live with them, you don't know them. That's just how I look at it. However, when you know somebody for years, like let's say you was friends for a while, because you know you got some that people have been friends for a while. Pretty much, you kind of could figure out who they are. Because you've been friends for a while, I don't need to fake for you because we've been friends. I don't need to fake. I'm gonna get to them. So, but in a general aspect of me first meeting somebody, in today's society, I'm and what my experiences is like, I'm not gonna be wild about in the beginning. I mean, yeah, you could be this, you could be that, but until we are cross that threshold of living together. Really being, because you could be a whole different, and I've seen it where a person is a whole different person, you know. So I would say, wow, I think everybody's different to each his own, but I would say, generally speaking, at least about a year and a half, 2 years. And that's bar you're living together for some time.
So that would be the minimum for you guys. What is the well? Get to some of them.
Yeah,
some of them.
Tyler speaks from CB. She said, "Good question. Is it true when they say a man knows immediately if you can be his wife?"
Yes. And prime example, I use myself as an example.
And I'm gonna go off
to your question and to what she said. Like I knew I wanted her since high school, but we got together. We was dating. You know, again, it's still the honeymoon stage, but it's like. I knew like after 3 months, I was like, look, this is it. I want you. Let's make this happen.
No, same.
You know what I'm saying? But and that's not saying that it wouldn't have necessarily been the right time. Would that be soon? Yeah, that's soon as hell. 3 months to, you know what I'm saying, getting it. But because you gotta be able to go through things and see how those situations shake out. You know what I'm saying?
You better speak, boy. Go ahead.
Because
keep going, Lord. You had me. You better speak, boy.
Because I mean, for me, like I did, like even though I knew it was good that we didn't, right, take that step, because we took the next steps after that of living together, and then changing of the minds of like, oh well, this is like we living together. Me, I had I'm working, I got child support and stuff. She working, she good, she ain't got nothing, right? We paying stuff, and it's like, oh no, my money, your money. You know what I'm saying? So but then like, just for me, just trying to figure out is, was she gonna be there? Like, are you really gonna be my ride or die?
Ooh.
You feel what I'm saying?
When that ship started to shake, tell them, when that ship started to shake,
you gotta know, man.
Are you still gonna stay on that boat with me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you say it, bro.
So, but yeah.
And I'm gonna piggyback off, and that's the key. That is the real key. When it's the beginning, and that ship is rocky, and it's rocky, and they are still with you saying, I'm gonna rock right along with you. That's when you know. That's when you know. Oh yeah, this is the one. Especially for a man, when we go through our times, and we go through, because we go. Of course, we sometimes we suffer in silence a little bit, but then when they realize we are suffering in silence, and they are there as our support mechanism, and they are, when that ship is rocking, they are right there with you. Say, baby, I got you. We gonna stand right, boy. That ring come out quick. I'm gonna run right to K. Going right to Tiffany's.
And I think that's why, like for me, that's why I felt that way as quick as I did. Looks and stuff aside, just like the situations and being together, because like when we got together, it was I had a job before we got together. It was there for like 2 or 3 years or whatever, right? We got together a little bit after that. I lost my job. She didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So we going out and
y'all listening to,
you know what I'm saying? They're struggling, you know what I'm saying? Emotional. Like, hey, so it's stuff like that. Like,
oh, Jesus,
she was still there during them times, so it's just like,
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Baby mama drama.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Go ahead, B. You about to say?
No. I mean, I was just gonna say. So with that being said, what is too long before, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good
if
question.
you're saying a year, or at least more than 6 months is enough time to know whether you want to marry him or if you're ready to marry. How long is too long? Is 7 years too long?
Way too long.
Is 8 years too long?
It depends again on the people and what they want, right? Because they both collectively could not necessarily put as much of a high priority on marriage as others, right? It could just be, we just gonna be together, and we got kids, we together, I ain't going nowhere, you ain't going nowhere.
But not if she communicated that, though.
True.
I look at it as though if the communication was made that you want to be married, then that giving him or her the standpoint, hey, look, this is, so the timeline to answer the question, for me, as men, once you go through them trying times, and that ship has rocked, and he or she is still there with you, then it's time. Because to me, the foundation have been laid. That foundation have been solidified. So therefore, it's time. What are you waiting for? Because I know I know that as a man or a woman, you're gonna be there for me through thick or thin, because we have been through it. So therefore, why not?
Right.
But have you really been through it? Because
when it's rocking,
because I put it, not have you really been through it, because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it took a while for me and my wife to get married. You know what I'm saying? I know she wanted to, but I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready. I know I wanted to marry her. I know I wanted to be with her, but in the same breath, I wasn't really ready to do that. And sometimes I think that sometimes men aren't ready necessarily for it. And then what I also think is, do men, any man, let me rephrase this. Do men really understand what a marriage is? Because I'm not going to lie to you.
Great question.
I've been married since 2011. So I've been married for what? Almost 11 years? Almost 12 years. It'll be 12 years this year. And Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the applause, man? We got to get this.
Been married for 12 years. And in those 12 years, and that's marriage for 12 years. We were together probably 5 or 6 years before that. So we probably almost up to almost 20 years of being together. But I'm going to tell you honestly, I didn't really realize what marriage was until up to about maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
And what I mean by that is that, let me see how to word this. You know, you say these words when you get married, but do you honor those words? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear
so
what you're saying.
you have to really take a step back, and it takes you to go through certain things in your relationship. And when you said that you go through these rocky points, when you start off as rocky points, but there's rocky points throughout a whole marriage, and it's those rocky points that define that marriage, that makes you understand what that marriage is. And when you go through them, and if you can weather those rocky points, then that's when you find out what marriage is truly about.
Boy, y'all listen.
Give me some.
This boy is speaking, boy. He's speaking today.
Keep running. I got to go get the kids outside real quick. Wifey just got home. I got to get the kids real quick.
Lord, Jesus, boy, being speaking on it, boy.
I mean,
that is so powerful. And you know what? You are so 1,000% right, man. It's always marriage is always in construction, man.
Always
in construction, bro.
It's always
in construction. You about to have me at 10. Well, that was deep right there, boy. That was deep.
Man, I'm telling you, marriage is. I think a lot of people don't understand it, including myself. You know, don't understand what marriage is when you take those vows and when you say those things. How much it really, you know what I'm saying? It really. It's real.
Yeah.
Like, it's real then. I mean, you know, I used to wonder, how is this cat crying and this, that, and the third when you watching some of these shows when them getting married and stuff. But then when you actually are married, you kind of can understand. And you reach that point. You understand what it really is, man. So it's definitely, something different, bro.
B, hey, more power to you. That was really good, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, I hope everybody listening to understand, man. It's always under construction, man.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, you go through them rocky points at the beginning. It's always some rocky points in your marriage.
It always
that you have to overcome.
It always is. I would say this, man. You know, when you're in your marriage or in your relationship, period, man. When do you think that when do you think that you really love that person, or do you think that the person loves you as much as you love them?
That's a great question, man. And you know, sometimes. I think I struggled in that point, in that aspect. I was going to ask you another question, but since you asked a question,
no, skip that. We wait till bros come back.
Yeah, we gonna wait. But that's a great question, man. Because I always my girl always say I love you more. When I say I love you more. But then sometimes it's hard as a man that is when you feel like you are giving more, and I'm being like. I'm giving the unconditional love, and I'm being there. I'm professing, I'm protecting. I'm trying to honor everything in the love. And then when you don't feel like it's reciprocated as much as you're giving emotionally.
Right.
And I think that's the part I struggle with a little bit. But then it's all about knowing who your partner is. And it's like I know who my partner is, but it's like it's still tough to receive what I get.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to work on that for myself. I'm trying to work on that. But then I still feel like when they say I love you more, I still feel like you don't love me more. I love you more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not you don't feel like it's reciprocal. And I know a lot of people could say that. You know what I'm saying? But that's all part of knowing who your partner is and what they can. What are they giving you? Maybe they feel like they really are giving you unconditional love, and that's where the communication have to come into play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. Sometimes I feel I'm just being honest. Sometimes I can
get it.
Because as men, we don't know. I can tell you, I got some partners that I got in mind. They feel like their love is, I pay the bills.
Yeah.
So what more love do you want? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to provide. I provide. What more love do you want?
Yeah.
Like, I love you more. And they will say, I love, what do you mean? I love you. You living, look what you live. I got you in this. I'm doing this for you. What more do you want? You know what I mean? Like,
but that's not it. That's not it.
Yeah,
you're right. I mean, you got to display it in other formats than just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to a degree, it's like that's almost, you're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to take care of the household stuff. You're supposed to make sure the lights is on, the bills are paid, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, love, I mean, and like I said, as you're in marriage and you grow in your marriage and you learn different things about your partner, you know what I'm saying? Like they always say, maybe it's cliche, like love is giving your partner that last bite of that food you got on your plate, that last piece of steak you got on your plate, when you can be like, baby, here, you have it. You know what I'm saying? That's love. Or baby, you know, you eating some cheesecake or something, you like, boo, here, go ahead, you can have the rest of that.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's love.
Oh yeah. Let me read some of these comments because it's all about you, man.
Go ahead.
Stupid. It's all about you, man. Tyler speaks for me. Butterfly 2000, November Butterfly. They all say, be glizzy, man. Speaking from the heart. Love everything you saying. Powerful stuff. Congratulates. I mean, they going in on you,
Appreciate
man.
Appreciate y'all.
Love,
Appreciate y'all tuning in and listening tonight, too.
Yeah,
no doubt.
But I wanted to ask you, man, when you was talking, I wanted to say, like, so when you was going through them rocky moments in your marriage, what kind of tools and resources did you use to get back on the even plan? Like what did you use any techniques or you get what I'm saying? What type of therapy or anything?
Beach Please 95 said, very true, material isn't love though, and then very powerful. Thank you. I would say, man, I can't stress enough how good God is. You know what I'm saying? Because God really has a way of working in your relationship. And you know, you know, when you turn to Him and you start to really have a relationship, you know what I'm saying? You start to talk to Him more. I tell you, man, when I was going through some stuff, my wife and I, you know, I would listen to Marvin Sapp, and he saw the best in me. And it was another, I can't think of the name of the song right now, but man, I tell you, that song really broke me down. But let alone sides of that, you got to surround yourself with good people. And they always say, like, if you're married, you need to hang with married people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I would pick, you know, friends of mine that were married to see exactly what, you know, how they dealt with the situation or, you know, what they thought, or just to get their input, because, you know, older is wiser. So you lean on your older heads who kind of have been through similar situations you're going through, or whatever the case may be, and you just you soak it up like a sponge, and you know it kind of just helps you get through whatever you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So never be afraid to lean on. You can't lean on everybody, but you do got some folks you can lean on. So
man, you know what's so funny you say that, because I was telling him, like, having y'all as good married men, because you know you got some friends that's married. You be like, man, he playing around with his marriage.
Straight dog.
When I got fellas like y'all, and this is like kudos to y'all, I can actually, when I go through things, just like I was telling him, like, y'all give me a different dynamic on what marriage, you know, looks like, and what, you know, give me tips on what, you know, as far as me moving forward in my marriage, or what, you know, I can do things, or I can handle the situation. You know, I think that's why last time I was like, how would y'all handle this situation? How would y'all handle it? Because you got to get that from people who've been married, or, you know, that's how you get wise and understanding of it. Because we don't know everything. Right.
And there's no blueprint.
There's no blueprint.
I mean, because every marriage is different. Every situation is going to be different. So you know, only thing you do is you got to take bits and pieces here and there and formulate your own stuff, and then try to make it work. You know, so
and those bits and pieces are things that you can kind of like, that you use to kind of make your own blueprint. You know what I'm saying? What works for you and your significant other. You know what I'm saying? There are things that we talked about, you know, on previous episodes where that you should do. Right, like putting each other first, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I agree.
Is that a difficult thing? Do you think that should be a difficult, like when you talk about, and I remember, Bros, you said this in the previous episode, like, if your job is to make her happy and she ought to make you happy, then y'all should be happy. But do you find, generally speaking, not speaking on you, but generally speaking, from a lot of marriages, do you find that difficult for people? You know, in that aspect.
Yeah, some people is difficult because, you know, but again, you have to, you can't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta be selfless.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You have to be. If you want like happiness and in your your marriage and your relationship, man, like B said, you got to be selfless, man. How can you fail with that formula?
Yeah.
Well, y'all get me, man. Cut the music off, man. They getting me all sentimental. I'm getting emotional. I can't do this, man. Y'all killing me right here. I can't, man. This is ridiculous. I can't get myself. Let me get myself together, man. I'm a man. Oh, be a man. Get myself together, Lord.
Did you understand what I'm saying? Like,
nah, you
like
right.
You with
you're
your
right.
significant other, and you know, as you guys are going, you know what's gonna make her happy because y'all talked about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what she wants out of life, what she wants out of your relationship, and vice versa. So if y'all are both putting forth that 110% to do that for each other, like it's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not gonna say that y'all not gonna have stupid arguments.
Oh yeah, that's
know what I'm
always gonna
saying?
happen.
But I'd rather have the stupid arguments than like the ones that like really in a marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Y'all do know today is National Spouse Day. Just to let y'all know that.
Is it
oh, for real?
Yes, today is National. So shout out to all the spouses.
Yeah,
Well,
all the spouses.
Today is National Spouse Day.
Big shout
Another
out.
one of them things that this society just put out there.
I
But
know, what is that?
I was, you know, I actually Googled
I mean,
that.
they
And it
do
was
know
like,
Valentine's Day
I
coming
said,
too.
what are all the days in January? It had something for every day. It was like today's fish day. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today is
Like-
National Spouse Day. So
That's crazy.
let me leave some of these comments. Butterfly 2000 said, "Praise God." Be Pretty Mixed Chick said, "Perfectly said, bros." And then November Bubba said, well said, bro."
yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hey, man.
Boy, y'all,
Gotta get back to the love,
this show,
man.
Today's episode is really just.
Yeah, today's a good show.
I can't even get myself.
We discussed a lot. We didn't went from talking about the craziness going on in the police station.
Incest.
But you know, let me say this, bro. Like this, and everybody listening, this is what I want to say real quick. When you tune in on this show, we not trying to be let me say of society world, but we want to preach great marriage. We want to preach great relationships. So that's why we always ask, if you guys got questions and stuff, please feel free to ask, because we want to make this society better when it comes to marriages, because there's too much outside influence. And I think it when, just like B said, he spoke on the gym when he said he surrounded himself with quality guys that are married, that have had great experiences, that have had great marriages. Not saying every marriage is going to work and every marriage is going to be perfect, or every relationship is going to be perfect. But as long as you surround yourself with good people, good-hearted people, God-fearing people, everything will be all right.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you, just like bro said, as long as you giving 110% each one. Her job is to make you happy. His job is to make you happy. That's all that matters. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, fellas.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, look at YouTube.
Yeah, like
all the ads. Yeah,
check us out. We
check us out.
definitely got the content coming, and
We got this music that's about to drop, you know what I'm saying? And look, just like we talking about the goodness of the relationship, that we about to bring that old thing back
that
with
baby
these
making
tracks.
that
you know
baby
what I'm
making
saying?
music.
Yeah,
So get ready for that.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. None of that stuff that's out today, man.
Promises you made me.
That's what we all about, man.
You know,
That's what we
I was
all
talking to wifey about that the other day too, just
What?
like about like real R&B and like things that you don't like really hear in today's like R&B music. And like, what song have you heard where there's like really a bridge?
I mean, because
And I could be missing some.
No.
I'm just asking, like,
They
at
don't
least
do it no more.
The songs that I listen to,
They don't
you know
do
what
it
I'm
no
saying?
more.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like a true bridge where
Yeah.
the song is the beat and the instrumental is one way, and then it completely switches.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
towards the end, and you know, or just the harmonies and the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
they don't do it no more.
music ain't the same no
Yeah,
more,
it's
man.
not the
yeah,
same.
we about to do it though.
Music ain't the same
We're about to do it.
We about to do it.
We're about to do it.
because it's popcorn society, man.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
want
man.
they want
Quick.
it fast. They want it
Quick.
over with. You know,
Yep.
the song just
Quick.
starting before you know it's done. You got to have a catchy hook and a
First,
catchy little verse, and that's it. That's all
Yeah.
you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It
Yeah,
ain't
we
like,
got. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say it ain't like back in the day where they crying on the track.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know where Solo at tonight, but yeah, like we got some clips we about to drop. We was in the studio recently, and yeah, we got some clips we about to drop. Man, we all went in. It was good times. So,
Yeah,
stuff
definitely.
y'all can laugh at.
Make sure y'all check out the YouTube pages. We got some
Yeah.
shorts up there from some of the other episodes. So make sure you
Yes.
check that out.
Watch all the ads.
Check them out. Check them out.
Well,
All right, man.
fellas,
Hey, this been one of them shows. Gotta get myself together because this has been one of them shows.
yeah, this was definitely a good show tonight,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, appreciate
I
it,
can't
man.
lie, man. Thanks everybody for coming out, man. and
Appreciate y'all, man.
joining the live and just checking, just comment. You know, we appreciate it all. And you know, like I always say, tell a friend to come on in and we can be friends.
Oh yeah.
On Thriller Thursdays.
Oh yeah.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all. Peace.
See y'all next Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Later.
We out.
The Real Podcast Head. Bang, bang, bang. Appreciate it.